November 25th, a letter.
Dear Uncle Peck, I'm sending this to you at work. Do not come up next weekend for my birthday. I will not be here. Shifting forward from 3rd to 4th gear.
December 10th, 1969.
A hotel room, Philadelphia. There is no moon tonight. Why don't you sit?
I don't want to. What's the champagne for?
I thought we might toast your birthday.
I am so pissed off at you, Uncle Peck.
Why?
Are you crazy?
What did I do?
Sending me all that stuff in the mail?
They were gifts. I just wanted to give you some perks for your first semester.
What were all those numbers about? Only 44 days to go, 2 more weeks, and then just numbers.
69, 68, 67.
Like some serial killer.
Whoa, a little bit. This is me you're talking to. I was just trying to pick up your spirits. Give you some gifts for your birthday.
My 18th birthday. You were counting down to my 18th birthday, Uncle Peck.
So?
So statutory rape is not in effect when a young woman turns 18, and you and I both know that.
I think you misunderstand.
I think I understand all too well. I know what you want to do, 5 steps ahead of you doing it. Defensive driving 101.
Then why did you suggest we meet here instead of the restaurant?
I didn't want to have this conversation in public.
Fine. We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do. Uncle Peck, could I have some of that champagne?
Of course, madam. Let me do the honors. I wasn't sure what you prefer, Tete or Bob Clicquot, so I thought we'd start out with an old standard. Perrier Jouet. Quick, your glass. Let me grab ginger ale, my bubbly, and toast you.
Oh, sorry, Uncle Peck. Let me have another. Uncle Peck, why don't you join me in the champagne?
Do you want me to drink?
Well, it's not polite to let a lady drink alone.
Well, if you insist, just one. It's been a while. A toast to your birthday. I'm not used to this anymore.
You don't have to go anywhere tonight, do you, Uncle Peck?
I'm all yours. God, it's good to see you. I've gotten so used to talking to you in my head. I'm used to seeing you every week. There's so much, I don't really know where to begin. House school a little bit.
It's hard, Uncle Peck. Harder than I thought it'd be. I'm in the middle of exams and papers and, well, I don't know.
You'll pull through, you always do.
Maybe. I think I might be flunking out.
You always think the worst a little bit, but when the going gets tough, you're gonna do just, honey, careful with this.
Is it very expensive?
Only the best for you, but the cost doesn't matter. Champagne is meant to be sipped. Well, if you're having trouble in school, you can always come back home for a while.
No. Thanks, Uncle Peck, but I'll figure some way out of this.
You're supposed to get into scrapes your first year away from home.
Right. How's Aunt Mary?
She's fine. What about the new car?
It's real nice. What is it again?
Cadillac Eldorado.
Oh, I'm real happy for you, Uncle Peck.
I got it for you.
What?
You know, I've always wanted a Cadillac, but I thought, heck, wait until a little bit's old enough. I thought maybe you'd like to drive it too.
Why would I want to drive your car?
Just because it's the best. Look, I want you to have the best. Look, I've been thinking about how to say this over again. Sorry.
You first.
Well, you're going away has made me realize how much I miss you. Talking to you, being alone with you, and with the distance and everything, and you're so hard to reach. You must be living in the library.
No, I'm not in the
Well,
library.
it doesn't matter. I just hope you've been missing me as much.
Uncle Peck, came here tonight to tell you that I'm not doing very well. I can't concentrate on my work. I'm getting very confused. And now that I'm away, look, I've been going over and over in my mind, and I don't want us to see each other anymore, other than with the rest of the family.
Are you seeing other men?
No, that's not the reason why. I mean, yes, I am seeing other. Look, it's really nobody's business.
Are you in love with anyone else?
That's not what this is
A
about.
little bit. You're scared. Your mother and grandparents filled your head with all kinds of nonsense about men. Look, I hear them working on you all the time, and you're scared. It won't hurt you if the man you go to bed with really loves you. And I have loved you since the day I held you in my hand. You're scared a little bit. Everyone's got you scared to death of someone that's just like breathing.
Uncle Peck, I can't see you
A
anymore.
little bit. Listen. Open your eyes and look at me. Come on, just open your eyes, honey. All right, just listen then. I want to ask you just this once, of your own free will, to lie down on the bed with me. Our clothes on, just lie down with me, a man and a woman. And let's hold one another. Before you say anything else, I want the chance to hold you. Sometimes the body knows things that the mind isn't listening to, and after I've held you, you can tell me what you're feeling.
You'll just hold me.
Yes. And you can tell me what you feel.
Yes. All right. Just hold. Nothing else.
That fateful night, the car was stalled upon the railroad track. I pulled you out and we were safe, but you went running back.
Recipe for a Southern boy.
A drawl of molasses in the way he speaks.
A gumbo of red and brown mixed in the cream of his skin.
Warm, brown eyes.
Bedroom eyes.
A dash of the Southern Baptist fire and brimstone.
Curl of Elvis on his forehead.
A splash of bay rum.
A closely shaven beard that he razors just for you.
Large hands. Rough hands.
Warm hands.
The steel of the military in his walk.
Slouch of the fishing skiff in his walk.
Neatly pressed khakis.
And under the wide leather of his belt.
Sweat of cypress and sand.
Neatly pressed khakis.
His heart beating Dixie.
The whisper of the zipper. You can just reach out with your hand.
His mouth.
You can just reach out and
Hold him in your hand.
and his mouth.
I've gotta go.
Wait, okay. Did you feel nothing?
No.
But do
Nothing.
you think of me?
Khakis.
Bay rum.
The whisper of the...
No.
Look, I'm 45. That's not old for me. I can't do anything but think of you a little bit. I can't concentrate on my work. Look, you've got to. I want you to think about what I'm going to ask you.
I'm listening.
I want you to be my wife.
This isn't happening.
Look, I'll tell Mary I want a divorce. We're not blood related. It'll be legal.
What have you been thinking? You are married to my aunt, Uncle Peck. She is my family. You've gone way over the line. Okay, family is family. I'm leaving now, and I'm not seeing you again. I'm not coming home for Christmas. You should go home to Aunt Mary, Uncle Peck. Go home now! Uncle Peck. I'm sorry, but I have to go. Are you all right?
fine. I think I just need a real drink.
I never saw him again. I stayed away from Christmas and Thanksgiving for years after. It took my uncle 7 years to drink himself to death. First, he lost his job, then his wife, and finally his license. He retreated into the house and had his bottles delivered. One night, he tried to go down to the basement, but he flew down the steep basement stairs. My aunt came by weekly to put food on the porch, and she noticed the mail and the papers uncollected. They found him at the bottom of the stairs, just steps away from his dark room. Now that I'm older, there are some questions I would have liked to ask him. Like, who did it to you? How old were you? Were you 11? Sometimes I think of my uncle as a kind of Flying Dutchman. In the opera, the Dutchman is doomed to wander the sea. But every 7 years, he can come ashore, and if he finds a maiden who will love him of her own free will, then he'll be released. That I see my uncle, a spirit, in his Chevy 56, driving up and down the back roads of Carolina, looking for a young girl who, of her own free will love him, release him.
Maybe somewhere up above, and am I still your own true love?
You in the reverse gear, the summer of 1962, on Men, Sex, and Women, Part 3.
Out of the question, end of discussion.
But why?
Little bit. We are not discussing this anymore. I said no.
But I could spend an extra week at the beach, and you're not telling me why.
Your uncle pays entirely way too much attention to you.
He listens to me when I talk, and he talks to me. He teaches me about things, Mama. He knows an awful lot.
He's a small town hick who learned to make strings from Hugh Hefner.
Who's Hugh Hefner?
I'm not letting an 11-year-old girl spend 7 hours alone in a car with a man. I don't like the way your uncle looks at you.